FM Ilori. This is news around the world.
In the headlines, Kwara APC Gubo aspirant steps down minutes after declaration. Kwara Assembly received a bill to regulate livestock farming feed production. ADC demands INEC chairman's exit over alleged bias at Abuja protest. Kwara Polytechnic graduates dies in Iloni fire caused by fallen high-tension wire. Moving on to the foreign scene, Israeli strikes kills dozens in Lebanon hours after Iran-US ceasefire. Now moving on to the world of business, CBN targets development finance institutions recapitalizations to close MSME funding gap. Now moving on to the world of entertainment news, Nigerian DJ associations ban Burna Boy's music over the alleged assault on DJ tunes. And lastly, in the world of sport, NFF confirms Okonkwo is the line for Super Eagles debut, confirms possible Unity Cup inclusion. Good evening and thanks for joining us for the news across the world on Diamond 887 FM. I am Precious Afolabi. Listen to us via website www.diamondfm.net or watch us live on Facebook at Diamond 887 FM. You can also download the app on Google Play Store at Diamond 887 FM. We'll bring you details of the news after the short break. Please, we'll be right back.
We've all heard about home fires taking lives and destroying all that a family owns. These tragedies are reminders for us to double-check for fire safety. Make sure your home has properly installed and working smoke alarms. Practice a fire escape plan. Never leave cooking food unattended for long. Teach children never to hide but leave if there's a fire. Switch off all electrical appliances when not in use. In cases of fire, remember, the most important thing to do is to protect lives first.
This message is reaching you from Diamond 88.7 FM, Ilori.
Glad to know you're still there and you're welcome back. Now the news in detail. The All Progressive Congress APC governorship aspirant for the 2027 general elections, Prince Aliru Dansoho Mahamoud Dan Iya Kayama, has announced his decisions to step down in the race for his co-aspirant Ambassador Yahaya Seriki. Speaking at the event in Ilori, Prince Mahamoud, who hails from the Kwara North senatorial zone, stepped down for Seriki from the Kwara Central District, saying that his choice would correct the existing historical exclusions of the Kwara North zone from occupying the governorship position in the state. It was gathered that the development was a dramatic movement in Ilori when Prince Mahmoud declared his ambition but stepped down 2 minutes thereafter for a better fellow aspirant Ambassador Seriki. Thousands of members of All Progressives Congress APC caucus in Moro local government area of Kwara State have endorsed President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for a second term ahead of the 2027 general elections. The caucus also threw its weight behind Bashiru Omolaja Bolariwa as its preferred candidate for the party's governorship ticket in the state. Speaking at the press conference in Shao, the convener Bolaji Afolabi said the endorsements were made with the backing of Governor Abdurrahman Abdurrazak, who is described as the leader of the party in the state. He noted that the governor had maintained neutrality by declaring he has no anointed candidate for the 2027 governorship race. Still in the Kwara stories, the Kwara State House of Assembly has received a new executive bill seeking to regulate livestock farming and feed productions across the state. The proposal transmitted by Governor Abdurrahman Abdulrazak is titled The Kwara State Livestock Farm Registration, Feed Production, Sales and Regulations Bill 2026. And according to the governor, the bill aimed at established a comprehensive framework for the registrations and licensing of livestock farms, while also regulating the productions and sales of livestock feeds and related ingredients. He noted that the legislation is designed to strengthen operational standard and improve regulative oversight within the livestock sector. During the plenary, Speaker Yakubu Danladi directed the House Leader Oba Abdul Kadiro Magaji to move the motion for the bill's first reading, which was subsequently carried out by the clerk Karim Olaiwola, and the bill expected to progress to further legislative stages in subsequent sittings. The African Democratic Congress ADC has called for the immediate resignation of removal of the chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission's INEC, Professor Joseph Amupita, over allegations of partisanship and constitutional breaches. As the demand was made on Wednesday during a protest by party leaders and supporters at the Commission's headquarters in Abuja. The party positions conveyed by its national chairman, David Mark, and the national secretary, Rauf Aregbesola, accused the INEC boss of overstepping its constitutional rule and aligning with factional interest within the party. ADC also criticized the chairman for publicly interpreting court rulings, insisting that such responsibilities lies solely with the judiciary. And moving on to the federal government state right now, as the federal government has rejected claims that Nigeria is on the brink of collapse, maintaining that the country is making steady progress in addressing its security and economy challenges. The response follows concerns raised by a coalition of the civil society organizations over rising insecurity, economic hardship, and governance issues. Speaking at the 81st General Assembly and 23rd Annual General Meeting of the Broadcasting Organizations of Nigeria in Abuja, the Minister for Information and the National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, dismissed what he describes as a pessimistic narratives about the nation's future. And in a statement issued by its media head, Rabiu Ibrahim, the minister firmly refuted the assertion, stressing that the ongoing efforts by the government are yielding results and positioning the country on a path of stability and growth. The Academic Staff Union of University ASU, University of Jos Branch, has declared an indefinite strike over the delay in payment of its March 2026 salary and the non-inclusions of Earned Academic Allowances (EAA), as the action, which takes effect from April 8, 2026, was announced by the branch chairperson Jabir Joseph Malwus, as Malwus directed members to withdraw all services, including lectures, examinations, and statutory meeting, in line with the resolutions of the Union's National Executive Councils and local Congress. And he noted that the decisions followed prolonged patience by members despite non-payment of the salaries. A tragic fire outbreak in the Yakuba area of Ilorin has claimed the lives of a 30-year-old graduate of Kwara State Polytechnic after falling high-tension electricity wires sparked ablaze in the early hours of Tuesday. The incident reportedly occurred between 4 a.m. and 5 a.m., affecting multiple buildings and leaving residents in panic. Eyewitnesses said that the faulty wire had shown signs of imminent failure and was reportedly to the Ibadan Electricity Distributions Company, but no action was taken before the snapped, as the wire allegedly fell on our line, triggering a fire that spread rapidly while the victims was caught in the inferno during the effort of move electrical fuses, as the deceased, who had recently completed his National Youth Service Corps program, died at the scene, while his younger sister sustained burns and is receiving treatment in the hospital. The Kwara State Fire Service confirms the incident and attributes the fire to the falling wire, as residents continues to call for accountability and justice of the tragedy. The news across the world is reaching you from Diamond 887 FM Ilori, Kwara State, Nigeria. We go on a break now. When we return, we'll bring you foreign entertainment and sport news. Please stay with us.
Follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Diamond 887 FM. Diamond FM, shining supreme.
Glad you know you're still there, and you're welcome back to the news and details as we move straight to the foreign stories. And from the foreign stories today, Israeli airstrikes across Lebanon have killed dozens of people and injured hundreds just hours after a ceasefire was announced in the United States-Israeli conflict with Iran. The attack hit densely populated commercials and residential areas in Beirut, as well as the targets in the Bekaa Valley and the southern Lebanon. And according to the Lebanon Ministry of Public Health, and the strikes resulted in significant casualties, while the Israel military describes the operation as its largest coordinated assault in the country since March 2nd. Meanwhile, Israel Defense Minister Israel Katz says that the strikes targeted Hezbollah infrastructures and the including command center and the military sites. Still on the foreign story, torrential rain have claimed the lives of about 40 people in Angola, with several others still missing, as flash flood swept through parts of the country over the weekend. The downpour submerged streets and destroyed homes in capital Luanda and the coastal city Benguela. The authorities reported that 13 people died in Ludwa province, with 5 others unaccounted for, while the Benguela recorded 26 deaths and 4 missing persons. Additional fatality were reported in Kwazulu as the Malje provinces, bringing the overall tolls higher amid ongoing rescue efforts. And coming to the world of business news, the Central Bank of Nigeria has signaled plans to drive the recapitalizations and the restructurings of development finance institutes, DPIs, as part of the efforts to bridge the massive funding gap facing macro, small and medium-sized enterprises, MSMEs. This was disclosed by Mohammed Abdullahi during a panel sessions as the launch of the Nigerian Development Update by the World Bank in Abuja. Abdullahi noted that the combined asset based on development financial institutions in Nigeria is just above 8 trillion naira, far below the over 130 trillion naira required to adequately support MSMEs, as it emphasized that the capital injections alone would not solve the problem, stressing that the need to make development financial institutions more bankable and attractive to investors through structural reforms. And moving on to the world of entertainment news today, the Nigerian DJ Association, NDJ, has announced a temporary ban on all songs by Burna Boy from its members' playlist following an alleged physical attack on DJ tunes. The incident reportedly occurred on Monday at Obi's House, a popular weekly Afrobeat event in Lagos, sparking widespread reactions across social media. And according to the report and a viral video circulating online, DJ Tunes was allegedly assaulted by Burna Boy and his entourage to playing songs by Wizkid and not including Burna Boy's track during a set. In a statement posted on Instagram, the Nigerian DJ Association condemns the incident and confirms the immediate delisting Burna Boy's music pending the outcome of the investigation. Now, moving on to the world of sport, finally for today, the Nigerian Football Federation has confirmed that goalkeeper Arthur Okonkwo is in line to make his debut for Nigeria national football team at the upcoming Unity Cup next month. The shortstopper recently completed a switch of international alliance from England to Nigeria after representing England at youth level. And according to an NFF officials, Okonkwo's enthusiasm for the switch helped facilitate the process, with FIFA granting approval for him to represent Nigeria at the senior level. Super Eagles head coach Eric Chell is reportedly keen on including the 24 years old in his plan for the tournament. The president of the Confederations of African Football, Patrice Motsepe, arrived in Dakar on Wednesday amid ongoing tensions following the decisions to strip Senegal of its African title and award it to Morocco. The visit comes earlier a month after the controversial ruling, which has drawn the widespread criticism across the continent. Motsepe is scheduled to meet President Bassirou Faye at the presidential palace, with both leaders expected to address the media. The CAF boss has earlier stated that his visits to Senegal and Morocco were aimed at fostering unity and strengthening collaboration in African football. With that, we've come to the end of the news across the world, but before we go, here is the recap of the major highlights. You heard Kwara APC Goba aspirants step down minutes after declaration. Still in Kwara Assembly received a bill to regulate livestock farming, fed production. ADC demands INEC chairman exist over alleged bias as Abuja protest. Kwara Polytechnic graduates dies in a lorry fire caused by fallen high-tension wire. And from the foreign scene, you heard Israeli strikes dozens in Lebanon hours Iran-US ceasefire. And straight to the business news, CBN targets development finance institutions recapitalizations to close MSME funding gap. And in the world of entertainment, you heard Nigerian DJ Association's ban Burna Boy's music over alleged assault on DJ tunes. And lastly, from the world of sport, NFF confirms Okonkwo is in line for Super Eagles' debut, confirms the possible Unity Cup inclusion. Do you know segment? Do you know segment on this day in 2013? Margaret Thatcher, the Iron Lady, and the first female Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, passed away at age 87. If you don't know, now you know. For news coverage and information about happenings around you, kindly contact Diamond FM on this numbers 0916 062 7526. The news was compiled and edited by Adeyemi Adewale, and I am Precious Afolabi. Many thanks for listening to your shining supreme stations. Please don't forget that the Yoruba version of the news will be coming. Stay tuned.